Alright, welcome back to the Bee Hood broadcast. I'm your host, Bee Hood, and we're back shiny hunting Rotom. Specifically, a Recluse marked Rotom, which we've been trying to get for off and on for about 5 years or so. Hey, we'll get it one day. I don't think it's late enough yet for us to get our... I think it was past 3 that I did my champion recruitment thing, so... we're try and get a shiny there. I'm not gonna bother with that right now. But yeah, we updated the background with the official Bee Hood logo for the time being. And I like it. I likes it. I likes it. Now we just gotta find a wild Rotom that matches the coloration there. Then we'll be like, alright, I'm pretty sure that one's shiny. And that's how we're letting the game know what we want. I do miss that the old Rotom on the background was watching me shiny hunt. He was looking at it. But, you know. It's alright. Not the end of the world. We're gonna encounter this brilliant Golisopod just because you actually want a shiny. Because we got one once before, but we didn't look up to see... Oh dang, another brilliant. We didn't look up to see... Well, I didn't think to look and see what its ability was, and it has a eject button, so when I lowered its health, it dipped, and I was like, freaking kidding me. It's because that wasn't the Pokemon I was going for, you know? Still pretty disappointing, though. Pretty disappointing. Disappointing! Today at work, someone called in, so I had to do extra work to cover them on top of my work. So, it was kind of a long day. But wasn't that big a deal. I've definitely worked way more in the past, so. I'm used to working really long days, so. Wasn't a big deal. We got through them. Goodness gracious. I'm already tired. It's not even that late. I need to go in to be tested for narcolepsy. How do they test that? Did you just fall asleep? Yeah. Did you just fall asleep again? Yeah. Did you just fall asleep? Probably have a test board if I were to guess. Alright, so all I need is a shiny Rotom with the Recluse mark. And if I could, in the interim, get a Wild Star shiny Rotom, that would be pretty cool. It could happen. Very unlikely though, but it could happen. That was a Shiinotic. Shiinotic. Dang it! Stupid Araquanid. I thought that thing was just gonna fly around me and never encounter me. Got a little zonked out for a second there until I heard the Hatterene cry, and I was like, what the heck? Is there a ghostly ghoul? There kind of was a ghostly ghoul. A ghostly ghoul. Ooh, man. Need to have a constant intake of caffeine. Even then, I'm still dozing. I'm just a sleepy guy, what can I say? I feel like it'd be cool to get a shiny Rotom, Mark Recluse, Star Sparkle. It'd be pretty cool. If that could just happen, I'd certainly appreciate it. I wouldn't mind it at all. I can hear a Rotom spawn close by, but I'm getting chased. So I'm not the biggest fan. Heard another one. Whew. My brain is like malfunctioning. surprised I haven't done some accidental encounters with other stuff since I'm legit crashing out, but I guess I'm used to it. Uh-oh. Pink? No. Dude, I can't go through a single encounter without dozing off right now. I need a shiny just to wake me up a little bit. Juice out some of that adrenaline so I can stay awake. I've only been streaming for 11 minutes. This is crazy. I got a bunch of my cards, and I got one that's pretty exciting. I'll be right back. I got my shiny Rotom card. I was trying to pull this card from Shining Fates for quite a while, and I never got it. And with how all of the set prices just keep going up and up and up, and the fact that it's like 1 in 50 to get it, didn't think it was feasible to chase after anymore, so I just bought all the different rare versions of Rotom besides the ones that are like $10+ or $50+, which I'll eventually get, and then I'm gonna frame them all up in a wall frame and display them, and I think that would be pretty awesome. That's what I'm gonna do. I think the reason why it's... Dang it! I think the reason why it's so rare is because it's called like a baby rare or something like that. And I think they're actually supposed to be 1 in 100, but people have said 1 in 50 or 1 in 100. So 1 in 100 is even worse. Did you see that? How everything despawned and turned into Rotoms all at the same time? That was so strange. I have no idea why that happened. What a weird thing to happen. Just the whole field despawned and turned into Rotom. I mean, I'll take it. That's what I want, but... Alright. Shiny Rotom, come along, wake me up with the adrenaline, squeeze out on my dang, you know what I mean? I'm ready for it. Give me some of that excitement, that adrenaline. I want it. Down for it. Genuinely though, I feel like Rotom Shiny is actually really good. Like its coloration and stuff. There's a lot of them that are pretty bad. I think that one's pretty good, and that was back when it was still randomized. So, it's pretty good luck. The thing I find the most interesting about its shiny form is it didn't have an alternate shiny form for every different appliance, even though every different appliance had the same base color but had a different outline color. So it's interesting that the shiny form just had same base color and same outline color for every appliance. I felt like it would have been a little cooler if the outline colors were also different for each one. I don't know. Make the different forms a little more unique, but probably because it had it rolled that way. It didn't have it rolled for every different form. It had rolled just for that one change, and then it just mirrored that with all the rest of them. Something like that. I'd have to ask the developer, and I'm never going to. Dude, I legit was dreaming there with that little snooze. It was a freaking weird dream. I was like in Japan shiny hunting or something. I can't really figure it out. Maybe I was talking about that before? I'm not sure. Oh yeah, I was. So I was talking to the people about the developers of the shiny colors, and then I fell asleep, and then I was there. It's kind of convenient. I'm gonna try talking about some favorable positions tonight and see if I can fall asleep and be like, dang, now I'm a superhero. We'll give it a shot. Usually I just pray. Probably better. Got one more day of work and then I got 2 days off. I don't know why, my brain is very expectant of a shiny right now. I think it's because we've been getting pretty good luck on these Rotoms recently. But that would suggest that our luck will probably go the other direction, but that's not what I want to believe. Come on. I want to believe we got more luck in our future. Or good luck. Man, sometimes zigzagging around all these fools gets challenging. Luckily, they're fairly easy to outrun. Speaking of the devil, it's like, oh yeah, you think you outran me, bro? Think again. I feel like the kick bots have given up on the channel. It's a good sign. Not even the bots want to waste time with my failing channel. Just kidding. It's a failure to launch. Let's go. Got some water. Water. was listening to a podcast today and I found out that the DJ Alan Walker plays old school RuneScape. That he also played the OG RuneScape. And I was like, whoa, look at that Araquanid in the wall. I don't know that I've seen that before. But yeah, I was like, interesting. I guess he's Norwegian. And I guess he made a remix of the sea shanty. I listened to it and it was pretty good. Sea shanty is a song in RuneScape, an old school RuneScape. It was definitely very Alan Walker-y. But I watched the music video and it had all kinds of RuneScape content creators that made cameos inside it. I saw Mr. Mammal, I saw Solo Mission, saw Bodhi, and I'm sure there was others. I just wasn't paying super close attention. And I was like, well, that's cute. So I just thought that was pretty sick. It's like when I found out that Daniel Negreanu, professional poker player, played Hearthstone. It was a long time ago, so he probably doesn't still, but... And that was when I was playing Hearthstone. So I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And Onapixel really likes Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't think he played the card game, but he definitely liked the anime. He spent 36 grand on a signed sketch by the creator of the show, so he could frame it and put it up in his house, and I was like, that's super sick, actually. I would love to own something like that. Like, I want signed artwork by Ken Sugimori, the guy who designed the first, handful of generations of Pokemon. He designed Rotom specifically. Be cool if I could, bring, a print of Rotom and have him sign it or something, or have him sketch out a little Rotom and then sign it. That'd be insane. But I feel like if he did that for people, people would be selling that online, and I didn't see anything like that. I just saw people make prints of his artwork and then sell that. It's nice to know that you share interests with other people in the world, especially ones that have a big following. Like back in the day, Summit 1G used to play APB, All Points Bulletin, and that's one of my favorite games of all time, even though it's broken and unbalanced, and buggy, and full of cheaters. But it's definitely just super cool and unique. And one of the things inside that game is you can do crazy customization. When I first played the game, I played against Donald Duck and Batman and Harley Quinn and the Power Rangers and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I was like, what the heck? How do they do that? And it's just from the customization that's in the game. It's really deep, robust customization. And I made my character look like Anbu Black Ops from Naruto, and I made a Kitsune mask, which is like a fox mask, like a fox Anbu mask, and I used to sell them on the little in-game market. And when Summit decided to play one day, I sent him over one of my masks in his mailbox, and he immediately put it on. and he wore it the whole time he was playing. And that might have been one of the last times he ever jumped on that game and played, because he kept getting stream sniped and cheesed and stuff, and it was pretty frustrating for him. Because if you don't really want to play with, like, integrity, there's a lot of really goofy, annoying strategies you can do. And people were just being super rude to him and stuff, so they could get on stream by stream sniping him and trolling him. So I don't know if he ever played again after that. I definitely didn't catch another stream, and I don't think he ever plays it now. That was just cool to have him wear the mask, and as far as I know, his character might still be logged out wearing my mask. He was wearing my mask and then a 1G hoodie that somebody had made. And some other stuff as well. Wasn't just naked outside of that. And I know he liked to wear masks on his characters, that's why I sent him one, because I think before that he was wearing like a hockey mask or something. Yeah, that was kind of cool. I have a screenshot on my Steam with him wearing my mask because I was standing in game next to him when he put it on. And I was like, pretty cool. And that game is like super uber mega dead every time I jump on there. I used to go on and still try to sell masks because I like to buy legendaries, but randomly all my legendaries disappeared. And they told me that they can't go back far enough from the last time that I played to get them back for me because it's been too long. I was like, cool, I just don't have any of my legendaries, so I felt less motivation to play because I mostly like to play Fight Club, which is where you just run around and fight in teams in a small map. And you don't really have, like, any missions that really matter. It's mostly, like, basically team deathmatch. And I just like to troll in that game and use really cheap weapons that are only good up close. And since everything's up close in the map that I like to play, it makes those weapons that are usually, like, not the best, unless you're able to get yourself into the exact situation you want, into pretty good. And there was some more legendaries that I wanted to get that were like that. And then I'm like, now I don't really feel the motivation to try and get them in case they just erase my legendaries again. Whew. Dozed off for a second there. Got a little run-in theme going. One of these times I'm gonna get a shiny Araquanid while I'm passed out. I want a shiny Rotom clip with my shiny Rotom logo on my background for the clips. I think that would be pretty epic. Yeah, I got a whole bunch of my Rotom cards, all the ones that aren't worth like an arm and a leg. I have an offer on my eBay that I probably won't accept just because I don't want to spend that much. Oh wait, it's $10 plus free shipping. That's pretty good. I need to see how much that card is on PCG Player. Yeah, I think that's probably pretty good. He said it's in excellent condition. It doesn't put near mint, he just says excellent condition. Yeah, I think I'll get it. Well, that's exciting because that's one that I really wanted because it's one of the only I think it's the only support card that's holographic that features Rotom, but he's not like the main character in it. So hopefully it's in good condition. Because it doesn't say it's near mint, but it says excellent condition. So as long as it doesn't look terrible, I'll probably just accept it, because people on TCG Player are trying to get as much as the dude's charging for heavily played ones. So. Now if I get it and it looks scuffed as all get out, I might fight him on it. Because his photos weren't the best, they were in very poor lighting. Like he did in a friggin' basement where he was keeping the card hostage. Forcing it to revolution on its skin. Which isn't good for cards, from my understanding. That'll be pretty damaging. Oh, that Rotom just flew into that wall. I'll have to see if I can get it to come back out. Earlier I saw an Araquanid go into the wall and I was like, I don't know that I've ever seen that before. Well, another one spawned, but that's not the one that flew into the wall. Obviously that one's shiny, so we gotta try and coax it back out of the wall enough to encounter it. There it is. Dude, imagine that had been shiny, that'd be such a good clip. Shiny Rotom glitched through the wall. I won't let you get away, shiny. You get back here. The game could give me a good clip like that. No. Had to be rude. Rude. Rude to me. Dang! Very consistently running into these Araquanids today, and I don't like it. Probably because I'm acting all dozy. Even though I got plenty of sleep. I mean, 6 hours is what I always get. It's hard for me to sleep more than 6 hours. When I try to, I start waking up. Basically, I have to go to sleep over and over and over and over and over and over, and it starts to feel like diminishing returns. So it is what it is. Ready for a shiny Rotom. I don't know about you guys. Also ready for it to be Star Sparkles and marked Recluse. If I got that, that would be so insane. I don't know, I don't think I could handle it. I think it would actually break my mind in two. It's like getting a white-on-white Macaw Warpaint in TF2. I don't think I'd be able to handle it. It would just be far too insane. Didn't expect that thing to spawn just straight in front of me. Startled me a little bit. I'm down for a shiny. If this is something you could provide me. Look at that whole gang of fools trying to chase me down. You're not what I want. So back it up. Back it up. Back it up. Yeah, I was thinking about what I wanted to have for dinner. Thinking about some chicken sandwich. Ooh, brilliant. Brilliant spawn. If it was a brilliant and Star Sparkle and marked Recluse, I think I would have to... I don't know, man. I don't think I could believe that is actually reality. That would probably break my brain. I don't feel like running away from all those fools again, so even though one Rotom spawned back there, it's just too much other stuff chasing me around. I'll find it irritating. So I don't want to do it right now. What I do want is a shiny Rotom for me. Preferably marked Recluse. Preferably marked Recluse. Oh, Ditto got in the way. Freaking Ditto, bro. I've also never gotten a Mark Ditto, and I've gotten like 3 of them shiny. 2 or 3 in the wild, because that's the only way you can do it. Because you can't breed Ditto eggs, bro. You can breed Dittos, but they're always going to make eggs of what the other Pokemon type is, and Dittos can't giggity with it with themselves. It's impossible. No giggity goo, if you know what I mean. Giggity goo. Giggity goo. Oh, another brilliant. Let's go. Not a shiny, but it could have been. Could have been a brilliant shiny. But yeah, that's my first $10 plus card of Rotom that I just purchased. And it's an ultra rare, I believe. And technically it's not even a Rotom, it's Chiron's Choice, and it features Rotom, but as long as it's in good condition, it'll be pretty sick. It'll be my first ultra rare I grabbed it. And the ultra rares can get pretty spendy. Probably gonna have to get most of them on eBay, because on TCG Player, for the rarer cards, they would like your arm, leg, your firstborn son, and, you know, a pint of blood. And that's just too much. And also, how do you even get that over to them? But blood banks, I guess, go to make a deposit. Have it transferred wirelessly, like a EFT or whatever. I don't know. Not something I want to look into. Whoa, that sounded weird. My headset cut out for a second. I did not like the sound of that. I've gotten static electric shock from wearing headsets, and I've had it go. Somebody like touched my back and static shocked me when I was playing on a computer. And either that or I did it to somebody else, but I think it happened to me. And it made that sound in the headphones, and I'm pretty sure it froze up the computer. And that was back when the computers had to have like floppy disks and all those. It was just green text on the screen, like MS-DOS before Windows was a thing. Not a lot of power to be had. Hence why an electric shock could interfere with the circuitry or whatever. Actually, I think I'm mixing up 2 different stories. The guy static shocked my dad, and that froze the game he was playing on that old school computer. And I think later, when headsets were actually a thing, because back then they really weren't, unless you were like a telemarketer. I think later on, I got shocked, and it basically actually like zapped my ear through my headphones, something like that, like zapped my eardrum. I think that's what happened. I don't know, I could be completely fabricating everything through misremembering. I'm done, I'm not going to go back to that one Rotom spawn, because they're all up on my jock. I know it was a shiny, but sometimes you have to let those shinies go. You have to be like, you know what? I'll let you go, and when you come back to me, and you will, you'll have a Recluse mark on you. That's my philosophy. Not made it up. Just made it up. I'm starting to get in that zone where I'm expecting a shiny to appear every time I have an encounter. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Probably just endless disappointment over and over. It's like, huh? Oh, huh? 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 Oh, huh? Oh, something like that. My impression of myself being excited / disappointed over and over and over. Disappointment's a part of life. Again, my brain was like, shiny, right? No? Weird. Do I even have any buns out? I don't know if I have any buns thawed. If I don't, then I feel like gone. Maybe I can plan on that for tomorrow or something. Well, tomorrow I'll have Theodore, so yeah, that might be good for Theo. Come on, game. You think it's time for a shiny. Don't tell me why. Don't ask me why, I should say. You can tell me why. Don't ask me why. Well, it is. Like it's time. Like it's been long enough. Okay. Okay. So hook it on up with a shiny. Hook it on up for me. My brain just went through like a whole fantastical fantasy scenario of me getting a shiny and it being a Star Sparkle and then me losing my mind. Not sure why I'm coping. Hey, it's up to me. I can cope if I want to. It's my shiny and I'll cope if I want to. Cope if I want to. Cope if I want to. You would cope too if it happened to you. You got a shiny Rotom one day, and you thought it could shine with stars that would make it quite rare. The rarest probably of all time. It's my shiny and I'll cope if I want to. Cope if I want to. Cope if I want to. You would cope too if it happened to you. Thank you, appreciate it. I think I see a Rotom. No. Oh no, what a Recluse! Get off that! Get off! Rah, 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 rah. Not interested in your shenanigans, my guy. I'm not interested in your shenanigans. Look at that brilliant Golurk over there. I'm not gonna encounter it because I don't care. Alright, gang. I don't know why my brain is so expectant right now, but probably a detriment. I should probably calm down. Calm down. Whew, zonked out for a second there. Alright, so I think we're gonna wrap up the stream. We're gonna wrap up the stream. The next brilliant Rotom spawn, or the next shiny Rotom. Brilliant Rotom, shiny Rotom will be the signify the end of the stream. We will try for the back-to-back, and if our next shiny is a brilliant, Then we will climb up a tree and take a dump out of it. That's right. Not on stream though, because it's not allowed, but we'll do that. Okay, that would be weird. And uncalled for. Saw that Rotom despawn. That was a shiny one. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. You may be asking, how do you know that it's shiny? Because it despawned, alright? That's how I know. Prove me wrong. You can't. Get out of here. I'm right. You're wrong. Get out of here. Sorry to be rude to you, but sometimes people are wrong and other people are right. The way it is. Tis what it is, baby. Tis what it is. Brilliant spawn or shiny Rotom will signify the end of the stream. Whichever comes first, the brilliant or the shiny. Which one will it be? Put your predictions in the chat. I got my money on brilliant. I know. I'm a risk taker. Putting it on 3% instead of 1 in 1365. Come on. Come on. Come on. We have in the past gotten a shiny before we got a brilliant spawn. After declaring such a criteria. Stranger things have happened. Getting more tricky to keep away from all these fools. Probably gonna have to leave this grass patch soon. NFL level juking, which usually NFL players don't use bicycles, but still, it's not fully saving me at the moment. And it is saving me, but it's getting harder. Dang it! No. No. Alright, I think that's the last one I'm going to do for this patch right now, because it's just gotten overran with everything else, and I'm tired of running away from it all day, every day. So, let's move on to the next patch of green. Dang, look at all them Rotom spawns. One of those are shiny. Don't ask me how I know. I just got a sneaking suspicion. Whew. Whew, man, never gonna finish this up if I keep dozing off like this. Araquanid is unavoidable. It is entirely in my grill. Yeah, I knew I was gonna end up encountering that stupid fool. It's okay. It'll be alright. Every little thing gonna be alright. But don't worry about a thing. The next brilliant spawn or shiny Rotom signify the end of this. Dang, we're getting a lot of spawns in this patch of grass. Kinda crazy. Kinda crazy. Kinda kooky bananas. Kooky bananas. Kooky bananas. No. Kinda kooky. And also kinda bananas. So many spawns in this patch of grass. My goodness. Well, one of them be shiny or brilliant. That's the plan. Or both. It could happen. It could happen. Seismitoad's got all feisty. Brilliant or shiny, then we're done streaming. No, I'm not lying. Cause that is how it's seeming. Alright, that patch is starting to get less of a return on it. We're moving on. Moving on to the higher ground. Shiny or brilliant, Rotom is what I need. Then we can end the stream. Go have dinner and then have dreams. What? Whoa. Okay, we caught up with it. Dun -di 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 -di. Alright, dude, these things are trolling me right now. Trying to give you a chance to be shiny, man. You're going off the beaten path and making me nervous. Dude, these things pathing is all weird right now. All glitchy and shaky. Electronic, if you will. Dude, I am like fully cornered by these guys. I gotta dip. Where will you go? Where will you go now? Brilliant and shiny. That's what I'm needing. And then I'll be leaving. And enjoying my evening, so give me one. Give me one. That doesn't count as a brilliant we're looking for. We need a brilliant Rotom. A brilliant Rotism. A brilliant or shiny Rotom. Oh, we need to end the stream. But we might just have to stay here for the rest of eternity. In a perpetual loop of non-shiny, non-brilliantness. As I smash my head against the wall of angst. I've lost my job, I've peed my pants. And no shiny or brilliant has appeared. I lay in my own filth, starving, thirsty, begging for the sweet, sweet release of death. I was gonna encounter that brilliant one and then another one appeared in front of me like freaking... I gotta be lame, bro. I was gonna encounter the brilliant Gliscopod and then you're just like, I'm not brilliant. Wouldn't it be cool if you could see me not being shiny? No. No, it wouldn't. And he made me waste my time anyways. And have the common decency to be shiny. I think I'm starting to die. I'm not sure, but I'm starting to feel that way. I gotta hurry up and find what I need to end the stream. Else I just might perish and pass away and poop and pee, puke, pontificate, pose, posture, poke, prance. Brilliant or shiny Rotom, or both. That's all we need to end the stream. But until then, it keeps on keeping on. Okay, I don't know why you dipped out on me like that, bro. It keeps on keeping on. Whew. I'm fading fast. Need to wrap it up so I can go get some food. Even though I'm not super I just know I gotta eat, you know what I'm saying? Brilliant or shiny Rotom is all we need to end the stream, or so it seems. Where could it be? Sheesh. How many arachnids are gonna run up on me today? A fair amount, apparently. No Rotom left behind, alright? Each one of these could be shiny. You just gotta check. Any moment it could be shiny, you guys. It could also have star sparkles. It could also be marked Recluse. Any moment, any second, any hour, any day. Kind of shocked I haven't gotten a brilliant spawn for all this time. It's like the game's like, we'll just give you a shiny, just keep going. And I'm like, alright, but you need to actually have it appear, bro. Need to actually see it with my own eye vision. I want my eye visual to gaze upon the beauty that is a shiny. Oh, man. I had a good feeling about that one for some reason, and it disappointed me. starting to lose my mind. No brilliant, no shiny. For an awful long time. Lots of spawns. Just not a brilliant or a shiny like a melody. I want to catch all them poker man. How is there not been a brilliant spawn? Only 3%. Not too crazy. How has there not been? Actually, banana. No brilliant spawn yet, and no shiny yet. How could that be? Guess we're gonna have to stay up the whole night until we get it. I know, ill advised. But we set a goal and we're gonna achieve it. So we have to keep going. There's no other option. Brilliant or shiny, and we're ending the stream. Only Rotom. That's what we need. It sounded like a Dracloak spawned way in the distance. Dude, this is kooky crazy banana sound. Look at all them Rotoms going crazy for me. I'm just so popular with Rotoms. If I ring my bell, I can ring my bell. Ring my bell. I can ring my bell. Ring my bell, ring my bell. Ring a ring a ring. Ah. It's kind of crazy we haven't gotten a single brilliant spawn of Rotom yet. Nor a shiny, which is less crazy. What's up, Cherry Fables? I like the emote. Oh, dang, that thing spawned right underneath me. Didn't even have the courtesy to be shiny, though. What can you do? What can you do? Oh, well, we were going to wrap up the stream, but I like to set myself little goals in order to do so. So I was going to wait until we got another Brilliant spawn or a Shiny. We're going for Rotom, so just for Rotom. And it just has not been happening. So when we see one, that's where I'll wrap it up. But hey, who knows how long it'll take. Might be the next 42 centuries. How are you? What have you been up to? We're trying to specifically get a shiny Rotom marked Recluse, which is normally 1 in 1,000, but if you have the Mark Charm, it's 1 in 300, and that's also shiny, which is 1 in 1365, which makes it closer to 1 in 400,000. So in the grand scheme of things, pretty rare. Yep. I don't know the study part. I've just been working my buns off. I just dropped out of high school, got a GED, and started working. Been working ever since. Not that I recommend that. School is definitely worth it, as long as you're... I don't know. I can't give the greatest advice when it comes to that either way, but from what I understand, if you're really specific about what industry you want to go into and there's availability, you know, not just some kind of generic thing. But hey, you might be in high school for all I know, so study is study, but I assume because you're working, it's probably university, college. Could be wrong, though. It's always weird when that happens, when the weather randomly changes for a second. I think it'd be cool to get a shiny during that tiny little weather glitch and have it have that weather's mark. I'd be the only one that knew or cared, but yeah. Yeah, it can be difficult to balance. With my job, we usually work anywhere from 45 to 50 hours, and there's a guy that I work with that does the same job as me, and he was juggling that and college, and I don't know how he was managing it. Oh, I'm in retail sales, so... No, I'm in retail sales, so I drive a truck, I deliver product, and then I write orders and merchandise. So I kind of do everything for the company that I work for. Yeah. It's a lot of work. Lately, though, I've just been merchandising. I've been covering a merchandising spot, and that's pretty chill. Just have a couple stores I go to and merchandise. Then I come home and shiny hunt. And do other things. I used to do stand-up comedy, but I've been on a break from that, mostly because it doesn't really work with my schedule. I'd like to get back into it. Especially when I'm, I don't know, feeling a little more inspired, thinking a little more silly, come up with some new bits. But I'm not trying to force nothing. Software engineer. Is that what you're going to college for, or that's what you already are? Because if you're a software engineer and you're going to college, I would assume then you're wanting to go up to another position within that same realm. That's what I would assume. Okay, so you're going to university for software engineering while you're doing a job that is not software engineering. Hey, that's not bad. Most degrees are at least 4 years, so last 6 months is not bad. Unless you're just doing like a 2-year thing, kind of introductory thing. I would imagine software engineer would take a 4-year. I imagine that'd be a 4-year, but I don't know. Like I said, I never went to college. Both in the same field? Well, there you go. So I assume once you actually have the degree, you'll be able to get a bump up in pay and all that. That's pretty cool. I was actually listening to a podcast, I think earlier today. Oh, there's a brilliant spawn. That's where we'll end the stream. Just gotta go grab that up. But, yeah, he dropped out of college for software engineer because he blew up in streaming RuneScape. And his parents were like, there it is, alright. Well, that's where we're ending the stream with that brilliant spawn. It's bad timing since you just popped in, Cherry, but I don't really stream super long because of how much I work. But if I see you again, we can hang out, we can chat some more. But that's where I'm wrapping it up, so thanks for popping in. Ooh. I'm gonna go have some dinner, and hopefully I see you again. Good luck with your last 6 months. It sounds like you're doing good. And hopefully you make millions of dollars, or whatever your goal is. Make something cool. Yeah. Let me see. I always forget what my name is on there. Not much of a... Like, I go on Discord, but I don't do a whole lot on there. Oh! Hang on. I didn't even realize I was on Do Not Disturb. My kid always used my Discord back in the day. I think I just need to get out of my DMs. Yeah, I don't know how to do anything in this stupid thing. Yeah, I don't know where... I don't even know where adding people is at. Hang on. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got you. It'll be some form of B-Hood. It's like B-Hood with some numbers after it is actually what it is, but it's just B-Hood on the actual name itself. But I just gotta figure out where I can send it from. Because I don't even know how to use this stupid thing. Oh, there we go, the friends. I found it finally. Dang. I'm such a boomer, man. Here we go! Alright. But that's it. Thanks for stopping by. I was hoping we could get a shiny, because we got our cool new background we're rocking. We can make it match, but hey, there's always next time. Bye-bye!